everyone, I'm Andy here. Thank you so much for joining me. So, I've got an idea to share with you. I'm going to be doing a mini series. It starts today with this video and it's going to run right to the end of July. And I'm going to give it a hashtag and it's going to be hashtag Just Journal July. Okay? Just Journal July. And the idea of it is that I want to give you as much inspiration as I can so that you can just get journaling. And it doesn't matter what style you like. It doesn't matter what papers you use. I'm going to be giving you ideas and inspiration on journal construction, different ways of binding. I'm going to be doing actual process videos. I'm going to be doing different kinds of interaction, pockets, tucks, embellishments, you name it. I'm going to cram as many videos in as I can physically do because I've just got no life other than crafting. Between now and the end of July. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be a video every day, so please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when I upload. And also, I do urge you to actually physically check my channel. Type my name in at Scrimpingmommy into YouTube and check my channel regularly for new uploads because YouTube doesn't always promote me. I'm not the biggest, fish in the pond. But I'm going to give you heaps of inspiration between now and the end of July. Trust me. I'm going to go through the absolute mountain of journals that I've created. I'm going to go through the mountain of videos that I've created. And I'm going to pick out some of my favourites, some of your favourites, pockets, tucks, flips, you name it. And I'm also going to come up with some new ideas. So you can follow along whether you use my papers or not. Use whatever you like, okay? The idea is to just get you just journaling. Just journal July. And if you want to use the hashtag, if you do any videos yourself, you want to join along, you can use the hashtag Just Journal July, and then it's like a little mini community, isn't it? If you do any videos and you want me to see them, if you put the @ sign and then Scrimpingmommy, either in your video title or in your description, be it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, I will see it because I'm nosy like that, and I'll see it, and I'll come and give you a big virtual hug and a thumbs up, and some support because I'll always be your biggest cheerleader. Even if you're not using my papers, it doesn't matter. If you've used one of my ideas, even if not all of the ideas are going to be completely invented by me. Some may have been around a while. I might even see somebody else's idea and share their idea and obviously leave a link. Who knows? We'll see as we go. But another thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some pockets and tucks and collage inspiration taken from card sketches. So there's going to be loads and loads of ideas, okay? So you're gonna, why am I bothering? Because I think I can inspire you. Half of the battle is thinking of how to fill blank pages and make your journals interesting. And believe you and me, I can help you do that because I've been doing it non-stop for years. So I'm going to be doing 2 styles of journal. One I call my clean and simple, and one I call my eclectic tatty vintage. Okay. You don't have to follow my style of, the journal construction. You can just take the ideas of the pockets, flips, tucks, whatever, okay? So here's my clean and simple style of journal. It will be chipboard. It will not be wrapped in white cardstock. It will be black because black doesn't get dirty. But you can do what you like. And in my clean and simple ones, I tend to do 2 signatures and I do some minimal interaction in the covers like this one. Okay, so we've got like pockets and flips and all sorts, and I think that's magnetized, and we do it in the front and we do it in the back, and then we do our pages, but we don't over embellish, we keep it clean and simple. So I'm going to be doing it like this for my a creative life journal, but I am going to be doing the Midori style binding. This has got hidden sewing binding. And the reason I'm doing the Midori style binding, and I'm going to do it for both of the journals that I create, is that I think it's easier if you're new. If you're new to journaling, it's easier. It's just less hassle, okay? It's easier. And also, I did it here, as you can see, it means you can add and remove items. So in the Creative Life one, for example, you know, in my mind, we're using that journal because it's all about us as creatives, a creative life. It's all about crafters and different crafts. So if you've got an idea or inspiration, or you've done a sketch, if you've got the Midori style binding, you can slip it in. Okay, so that's why. So we're going to be doing that one. 2 signatures, clean and simple, small amount of interaction, Midori style binding. I'll give you some ideas for the pockets, tucks, flips, all that usual stuff, and we're going to use some card sketch ideas. The second journal that I'm going to be creating between now and the end of July is going to be in what I call my vintage tatty style. Now, this is actually made out of Craftex. I am actually still going to be doing it out of chipboard. Okay, I may fabric cover it. I'm not sure yet. But again, I'm going to be doing the Midori style binding for ease and quickness. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, this style of journal has not got the interaction in the front and the back. Okay, and it's got what I call a vintage feel with a tatty look. These are very clean and simple. Okay, very beautiful, you know, nice clean edges, nice clean and bright. This one's going to be a little bit more tatty and vintage, like this one here, one of my favourite journals that I ever created. And in a tatty vintage style, you know, you make things out of bits and bobs. You use all sorts of different things. You might use what you've already got in your stash. You use your stamps. You use different kinds of paper. This is just grid paper, and I've just stamped on it and given it a tatty edge. So we're going to be doing all of this kind of thing, okay? As well as the normal tucks, pockets, flips, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I might use a couple of collections for this, even just simple ideas like this die cut with these eyelets. You know, I love it. It's so simple. So, you know, I'm going to be checking back through some of my videos of some of my larger eclectic journals that I made and remembering what I made and sharing those ideas plus more. And for that one, we're going to be using the French Chic collection, okay, which is this one. I'll leave links to all these collections in the description box, which is this one. So we're going to be making it vintage, but it's not necessarily going to be dark and grungy. It's still going to be light and fresh, okay? You can do both. You can have vintage without everything being brown and grungy. And I'm going to be coordinating it with the Vintage Ledgers collection, okay? I'll link that in the description box below. Anybody can buy this, okay? And it's very budget friendly. This is a members collection, okay? Remember, you can use what you want. You can use anything. You can just use plain tea-dyed coffee paper or plain copier paper and decorate it. The idea is that you're going to get heaps of ideas from me. So you can either follow along if you're one of my members to create these 2 journals, or you could make your own journal, use your own things and make yourself a big book of ideas and literally steal all the ideas that I'm going to be giving and sharing between now and the end of July and making yourself a big book of ideas. I've made one previously. I'll leave a link in the description box below to mine. That was very vintage and very brown and grungy. This one's going to be a bit lighter and fresher. But you can absolutely do that. So I would urge you to follow along with my hashtag, Just Journal July, because I just want to encourage as many people as possible to just journal. Okay, it's good for your mental health, it's mindful, it's creative, it's just fabulous. It's cheaper than therapy. And people say, well, what do you do with these journals? What's the point of them? You can actually journal in them like a diary, like a prayer journal, a gratitude journal. You can art journal in them. You can doodle in them. How fast can I say it? I'm like Macaulay Culkin on Uncle Buck. You can gift them. They make beautiful gifts. If you do craft shows or anything like that, you can sell them. You can absolutely sell them. People will buy them. They'll love them. Or you can do what I do and you can just hoard them. And they sit on your shelf and they are works of art, just the same as a painter will have his or her or their paintings on the wall, or a potter will have their pottery everywhere, or a jewellery maker will have their house full of jewellery. It's the same thing. It is a piece of your creativity. Okay, so that is what we do with them. And I'm going to give you loads of ideas. So if you've never made one before, you'll be able to at the end of my series. Plus, you know, it gives me a chance to catch up on my journal making before the summer hits and I take a little bit of time off, cram my channel with lots of journal making videos, and hopefully some of you will join along. Thanks for watching, take care, and the next video will be the first inspiration video. Bye for now.